revisiting personal problems through alien frames of reference. Today we are going to explore a thought-provoking concept that challenges our conventional thinking about personal problems. We are going to dive into the idea of revisiting personal problems through alien frames of reference. When we encounter a problem, our immediate response is often to try and solve it using our existing knowledge and experience. We rely on our personal history, our values, and our biases to make sense of the situation. But what if we were to approach these problems from a completely different perspective? What if we were to imagine that we are not humans, but rather beings from another planet, observing human behavior with a mix of curiosity and detachment? This exercise in perspective taking can be a powerful tool for gaining new insights into our personal problems. By stepping outside of our human-centric worldview, we can begin to see patterns and dynamics that might have escaped us otherwise. We might notice how our emotions, thoughts, and actions are deeply intertwined, and how they perpetuate a cycle of suffering. And how they can be influenced by external factors beyond our control. For example, let's say we are struggling with anxiety. From a human perspective, we might believe that our anxiety is simply a result of our own internal struggles and that we need to work harder to get over it. But from an alien perspective, we might recognize that anxiety is not unique to humans. Many species experience stress and unease in response to environmental threats, social pressures, and physical limitations. In this light, our anxiety might not be a personal failing, but rather an evolutionary adaptation that's trying to protect us from harm. Similarly, when we consider our problems through an alien frame of reference, we might begin to see how our individual issues are interconnected and interdependent. We might notice how our personal relationships, our work lives, and our communities all contribute to our overall well-being, or lack thereof. We might realize that our problems are not isolated events, but rather symptoms of a larger web of causes and effects. Revisiting personal problems through alien frames of reference can also help us develop empathy and compassion for ourselves and others. When we view human behavior as complex and multifaceted, rather than simplistic and flawed, we are more likely to approach problems with kindness and understanding. We might begin to see the humanity in our mistakes and to acknowledge that we are all doing the best we can in a difficult and often unpredictable world. Of course, this doesn't mean that our problems disappear or that we become paralyzed by indecision. Rather, it means that we are able to approach them with a fresh perspective, one that's grounded in curiosity and detachment. We are able to see beyond our individual worries and fears and to consider the broader implications of our actions. And that, ultimately, can be the key to resolving even the most seemingly intractable problems.